What's up, everybody? Welcome back to this video. I'm just gonna focus on what's going on and what is I've been thinking about for the past few years, and even more recently. I've thinking about deeper. Like I see like a lot of things are going on, and there are a lot of things that I'm not agree with. For example, as you may know, as many of you may have, a lot of frustration about what's going on in the world, and you see crisis after crisis, and none of us can really, determine, or none of us has really an influence on how we can change any of those things, and we just see them coming at us as like bombs and throwing at us in our head, in the social media and everywhere, like in the mainstream media, all those things. They're just telling us what are going on, what's this to that, and the thing is, we can't really see the truth. We don't know what's true. We don't know what's false. See, like a lot of people think that, a lot of people don't really question things, right? We often think, we automate our thinking, and sometimes we even we outsource our thinking to others. And even I don't want to be like, say, if it's politicians or any of those things, not only them, but some people outsource their thinking to somebody who is like a leader, or somebody like even a social media influencer, or like they have like a go-to person, and this person, as if this person does something, so they will do it too, because like they kind of like the influencers and they follow that influencer, right? No, I'm not saying this is good or bad. What I'm saying is, without like critical thinking, because today's world is so fragile, and I'm not saying in the term to scare you, but I'm saying it because things are so uncertain, and it's so hard to really, for somebody to know what's the truth. So it makes it very dangerous to really follow somebody and what they say. And let's say if you follow exactly what you have, like a good person, or you have like a leader, and who can tell you what to think, what is true, what is false, you kind of you're putting yourself in a very vulnerable situation, because this person can be lying to you. That's one. And this person, let's say on social media, he doesn't have any reliability for what he's saying. He's just telling you what he think, and what he's thinking may be from like evil sources that are completely manipulative or false. You see, so, and also he can be just for him to make money, right? He can get paid to say what he's saying. So that's why I'm just like, and when you get down deeper on the rabbit hole of like the deep fake, right? That's already here. What can you believe in? Like, it's so important for us as humans to really go down deep in our soul, and go down deep in ourselves, and try to understand ourselves, our values, as much as possible. I think that's our last hope, is to get down deep and start loving ourselves, start to treat ourselves good, and give ourselves some time so we can understand ourselves. You see, like if you eat when you're eating like fast food, right? You see, your body tell you something is wrong, right? This fast food, right? It doesn't go down as other, good food, right? So your body really tell you what's going on. Like I haven't eaten fast food for a long time, and the other day I just eat a sandwich, and I start to vomit. I vomited, and this make me understand. This helps me want me to question myself and why I did that. Why did my body respond this way? It's simple. It's just that my body doesn't like it. Maybe it's different for some other people, right? But for me, it just doesn't like it, and I don't feel good. And it's exactly that. And most of the things are happening in ourselves. We don't even need the doctor to tell us what's going on. Even our thinking, we don't need a psychologist to tell us what's going on. Like, we know we're not feeling good. We know that, right? We just have to, give ourselves time to listen to ourselves. Like, turn off that social media. I know it's super hard right now because this social media addiction is like cocaine addiction back in the day for the past generations. And it's super hard, especially for young people. And it's so sad for me to see like how these people like are wasting their life away. And I mean it may not be the case for you or for others, but I know a lot of people. And for me, like on social media, a lot of things, a lot of those content are just really deliberately to waste your life away. And I'm not saying this, oh, you have to delete social media or anything. That's not my point. I'm saying is, you're gonna give yourself time. You're gonna give time to your life to understand your life yourself. Who are you, right? And maybe you will get a chance to, outcomes, difficulties, those dangerous situations where you don't have to go to someone to tell you what to do, right? And to finish this, I've been looking at like a lot of people, right? For example, when there's a specific thing that let's say government want you to do a specific thing, right? And it's a law, they pass the law, and they say, hey, you have to do this, right? I don't want to get to the political and other areas like vaccine and other stuff. Those are not like really interesting to me. But what I'm saying here, I'm just giving you an example of some people. For example, when you look at many people, right? When they pass a law, they just obey to the law and they just say, okay, hey, this is the law, we're gonna just follow that, do this. No, there's nothing wrong to that. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow the rules. Well, look at it. Not only that, there's some of those people, they don't have a choice following the rules because first of all, their life depends on it, right? So well, if you don't ask your traveler to prove everything, then you lose your job as a person who is accepting people to fly, right? So you kind of have to do that. It doesn't matter if it's aligned to your values or not. It doesn't matter, right? And now, even though like you see, like we don't even know what is our values. Like we don't even know what are our values anymore. It's like we're just living animals, like it's weird. At least the horse know that every day he knows he can eat grass, and just give him grass, he just eat grass, and he doesn't have to worry about. That's what he do, but that's what they do best, right? And the horses, they used to be our cows back in the days, but before they used to be the cows, they used to be animals. They used to be who they are, right? Eating grasses. But now, us humans, we're losing, like we don't know what we are. Like it's like when the horses used to live in the land, they just go and they fuck each other and they just live their life. They don't have like a rope in their neck and to tie them on a tree. Right? They don't have those things. They used to be free and go out and drink water, poop on the river, and all those things. But now, when humans came and they said, hey, we want to use those horses to travel and go different places, right? So we basically domesticated them, right? And then we make them work, we make them pull carts and all those things. But when we invented cars, right, when the steam engine came up, we have cars, we don't really use those horses anymore. And because of that, the horses got some freedom back, right? But I think us humans, we are in the stage where technology is kind of taking us like the horse, it just pulling us and put a cord in our neck and to tell us where to go and what to do, and it just to treat us like donkeys, right? Because when you look at like people on the social media spending all this time and complaining about like what's right, what's wrong, it's like, yeah, but you can just also simply do what is best for yourself in your life. You don't have to even go and complain about it. You already know nothing is going to be done about it, right? So what you have to do is just simply just come down to yourself and say, hey, I want to go this way, and this is the way you go. That's way more efficient, right? So, and also like most of those things, they just waste your life. It's like not too long ago, I just deleted my Facebook account, right? And I never had a Twitter account. it makes me feel good because now I get to look at those people complaining about their life on Twitter, right? They have to say, oh yeah, my life is terrible on Twitter, and when they take like a few days, like when they take let's say 1 week away from Twitter, and they feel like their life gets so much better. Yes, it is gonna be better because those things, they are not, they are, it's a cord on your neck, like we used to domesticated like horses, like we used to make them work for us. It's exactly what it is. They are using you to bring you revenue to their platform. Okay, they are using you, right? Facebook wouldn't be Facebook without you having to click on ads, right? So you are the horses, right? They are riding you. It's the same thing for all of those other platforms. So you are the slaves because you get to see the ads. They get to know exactly your data, what you do, everything, right? So you are the slave. So complaining about, oh yeah, why my life is so miserable, is basically because yes, your life is miserable because this is what you sign up for. So that's why I stay away from those things, not because I've like I don't want to have like popularity and all those things either. Like, even though popularity doesn't matter to me, I don't give a fuck about popularity. I don't care if anybody knows me. You know what I mean? That's the problem. It's like so many people think that when they get popular or when they become famous, they will make money. It's like, no, it's not the same thing. Like a few years ago, like the past generations, when you're famous, right, you be quite rich, right, because you have so much influence on others. But now, any little kid can just go on TikTok and have like so many followers, and like millions of followers, and they have way more influence over others than you, right? So it's like it becomes harder to be a famous person to make money, if this is what your goal. You know what I mean? And since I realized that, I said, okay, this is just bullshit. It's like, why do I have to use my thinking, use my energy, everything, and then to just throw them out there on Facebook, on Twitter, on all those platforms, not to benefit anything? I'm not getting anything. I used to post like so much beautiful ideas, so many good thinking on Facebook, but I realized I'm not getting anything from all this thinking. It's like, why not just create a podcast or just throw my ideas out there? At least this, some people may be very interested in it and come listening to them. And I help others on that instead of just helping Facebook. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's just like, I know it's a struggle for a lot of people to leave those social media platforms, but it's just like, even for me, like YouTube is like, it's terrible for me. Like the way they designed it right now, it's like you got so many fake videos, too many propagandas. They push on you, and they want you to watch this, to watch that. It's like, it's so fake. It's like, why do I have to be this way? So I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you again.